This video will go over some of the common oil leak areas on an air-cooled 911. Valve covers are notorious for leaking, especially on the 911s equipped with original magnesium valve covers. If yours are leaking, start by replacing the gaskets. If it continues to leak, you should really consider upgrading to turbo valve covers. The crankcase breather hose mounts to the top of the engine and is sealed to the case by a gasket shown here. Replacement of this gasket requires removal of the engine or the fuel injection system and should be replaced every time you have access enough to reach it. The crankcase breather hose can be a source of oil leaks. It sometimes has a habit of coming loose and slipping off its mount. Make sure that you have a clamp on the hose to secure it to its mount, indicated by the white arrow. The oil cooler thermostat O-ring is another source of troublesome oil leaks. Replacement is almost impossible without removing the engine or the fuel injection. Install the O-ring wet by placing a little clean motor oil on the O-ring seal when you install it. The oil pressure switch located all the way behind the fuel injection is one of those annoying $3 parts that have a tendency to fail. It is recommended to swap this part out with a new one every time you have access to it, usually when the injection system is out or the engine is out of the car and on a stand. The rocker arm seal is one of the best kept secrets. Not an original production engine part, this little seal fits in the small groove of the rocker arm, shown in the photo, and helps to seal the shaft from leaking. Normally, the expansion of the end of the shaft in the cam tower is supposed to seal the rockers, but this sometimes fails, especially on rebuilt engines. The oil cooler seals are well known for their ability to spring leaks. Replacement of these three seals, two identical size ones on the top and a different size one on the bottom, is easy once the oil cooler has been removed, which is easier to do again with the engine out of the car. The flexible oil cam lines deteriorate over time and spring leaks at the points where the rubber meets the hard line indicated by the yellow arrow. These lines are generally pretty accessible from the rear of the car. The only component that might get in the way would be the distributor, which is easily removed. With help with removing the distributor, please follow the link provided at the end of this video. This photo shows the distributor O-ring that seals it to the engine case. Although not a high oil pressure area, this seal does sometimes fail. Make sure that you place the engine at top dead center before you remove the distributor. That way you can make sure you replace the distributor in its proper position again. The oil pressure sender can leak from its base or directly from the main unit. Replacement is easy since the unit is located near the rear of the car. Wrap a bit of Teflon pipe sealing tape around the connection to ensure it won't leak. Underneath the crankshaft pulley is located the main shaft seal. Replacement requires removing the motor mount, the pulley, and a few other parts to reach the seal. It can be removed and pressed in, similar to the replacement of the flywheel seal. This photo shows the seal as installed inside the number 8 bearing, prior to the crankshaft being installed back into the engine. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out another video in this series.